I turned my phone from this to this, and it drastically reduced my screen time and improved my focus. The crazy thing is, 2/3 of all smartphone users never even adjust their notification settings. So many people just accept the default architecture of distraction. Don't be one of them. Your phone should be a tool serving you, not an environment consuming you. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 simple yet powerful changes that drastically reduced my screen time and turned my device into a minimalist dumb phone. But before we can do this, we need to start at step 0, laying the foundation in your mind. There's a great writing by Naval on this. He says, when self-improvement fails, work on discovering the truth. When I see something clearly enough and understand it, the bad habit can be solved by itself. It's nearly impossible to sustainably change if you don't understand your why. If you're happy with the status quo, that's wonderful. If not, then really get clarity on what is bothering you with your current phone usage and what you would like to do instead. Start to replace the time you spend scrolling with things you actually love doing. If you don't have that understanding yet, if you haven't internalized your personal why, then it's going to be very hard because you will always have to fight for it. It will be a constant self-conflict, and this will lead to an increased likelihood of you falling back into old destructive habits. A great way to foster this understanding is by doing a radical digital detox. For example, staying completely offline for a whole week or getting off social media for a few months. Those were measures that really helped me. All right, with this foundation laid out, let's get to the hands-on steps on how to turn your phone into a minimalist dumb phone. And for this, I'm going to fire up this top-down setup so I can show you. Step 1, radical declutter. Go through your app library and really think with each app, do I need it? And that means in the first phase, get rid of all apps that you haven't used in the past month, because then there's a high chance that you probably won't need it. And in the second phase, also get rid of all apps where the distraction outweighs the actual benefit that you get from them, such as social media. And really be radical here. You can always re-download an app if you need it. Step 2, get rid of notifications. This is the biggest one. It easily has the highest impact on your well-being, focus, attention, and it's so easy to do. Yet I see a lot of people don't change anything in the notification settings. And it makes me really upset. Like, for example, when I study in the library, I see many people that have their phone constantly laying next to them on the table, which is the first mistake. And then the second mistake is that they haven't done anything to their notifications. So every 20 seconds, their screen lights up with some unnecessary pop-up and they get distracted, constantly switching between work to looking at their phone. How can you live like that? Like, that's the definition of losing control of your life. So don't do that and go into your notification settings and really change something about it. So here you can see all your apps, all your notifications. And as you can see, I have most of it turned off. Only if it's really useful and temporary, for example, like the Lufthansa app. When I fly with Lufthansa, it's nice to have the banner and see which gate I am, if the flight is delayed and so on. But I don't get constant notification. That's only in the moment. And pretty much the only notifications that I have turned on are like messages or like here Kleinanzeigen, so I don't this stuff. But that's about it. So really think about what do you really need? What can you get rid of? What can you deactivate? And then deactivate all of that. Also, I'm constantly in do not disturb mode. So even if I get a notification, I don't see it directly pop up. I don't get a sound or anything, and also I don't see those red notification circles next to the apps, which are also very distracting and addicting. But I only see notifications here in the notification center and only when I swipe up. So I feel like this is kind of a good compromise. So for some apps where I need to see them from time to time, I can see them here, but still deliberately when I choose to look into the notification center, and everything else is shut off. Now I know what you might be thinking. What about emergencies, or I need my phone for work? The key here is intentionality, not complete elimination. If you really need some notifications, fine, keep them. But be honest to yourself. Really think, do I need this? Is it useful? Does the usefulness outweigh the distraction it may provide? And go on from there. And again, you can always change it later. So be radical at first and then only go back to stuff that you really need. Step 3, use app blockers strategically. If there's an app where the distraction most of the time outweighs the benefit it gives you, but you still need it from time to time, and it would be a pain in the ass to not have it installed, then app blockers can be a great solution. For example, for my mail app, whenever I want to check my mails, I get this pop-up right here that asks, is this important? And then I can unlock it. Or like apps such as Instagram are blocked more ruthlessly. I can only open twice a day, and there's a 20-second unlock window. You can play around with this. Also, a great solution is giving it time windows to only allow certain apps to open at certain times. That gets rid of this whole question of should I open the app or not, because you trained your brain, okay, social media is only from 7 to 8 p.m., for example. And the best app to do this, in my opinion, is ScreenZen. It's completely free, and you have a lot of control and can set up your blockers there. Step 4, switch to grayscale. Black and white mode on your phone makes it instantly less appealing, and I have this shortcut, so I triple press the on button and it directly goes into black and white mode, and I usually keep it there. And the way to do that is you go into settings, you search for accessibility, you scroll down to accessibility shortcut, and there you select color filters. That's it, and you have it activated. And finally, step 5, use a minimal phone launcher. Because so far I've only been in the app library. Of course, you can still have this chaos home screen with all your folders and app icons everywhere. So I kind of decluttered also my home screen. So this is what it looks like for me. I have 6 apps here, another 6 apps here, and 3 apps that I need way more often down there. And that's all. There are many apps for this out there. For Android, there's a free version called O Launcher. For iPhone, it's a bit more tricky because a lot of those apps try to scam you. Like, they're free at first, then you download them, you install everything, and after a week, like a paywall pops up. For example, this one, I tried to launch an app, and there we have the paywall, and they ask for $29.99 for a lifetime usage of the app, which is insane for a simple app launcher like that. So I had a look for alternatives, and a decent app that I found that is constantly free is called Smile App Launcher. It's a bit restricted in what apps you have pre-installed shortcuts for, and just not that many options for customization. So I went with this app called Dumb Phone Minimal Home Screen. This one has pretty much the same functionality as all the other apps that try to trick you into their expensive pricing model. And it only costs $2.99, a one-time fee. Great ways to customize everything, great ways to automate the shortcuts for every app out there. And I'm really happy with it. Those were the 5 steps. From there on, you can experiment, adjust the layout so that it works for you. For example, what I did is I have this hidden habit tracker. I can just click when I did it and always see if I'm on track or not. There are endless ways to customization. Feel free to play around, and it's also really fun to just make this phone your own, always with the intentionality in mind. Your environment shapes who you become. By taking control of your digital environment, you're not just reducing screen time, you're choosing to create rather than consume, to build rather than scroll. And that's the first step toward unleashing your potential and living a more free, happy, and fulfilled life. That's it. I hope it helps you in creating an intentional digital environment. Feel free to share this video with someone who might need it, and see you in the next one.